What I would do is say sit.
Mason, sit.
And if he doesn't, right away, back up right here, where he's clearly ignoring you. Let me show you real quick.
Okay.
Not even gonna say hi to him. Mason, sit. Yes. So it should be this instant. And if it's not, backwards, because he knows it. See how excited he was? And he's like, oh shit, when she says it, I have to do it immediately. And he just needs to know the same thing from you.
So back up fast and like.
So watch. So if
yeah.
So get super excited, Kenny. Mason, sit.
Hey, Mason. Mason.
Even a down. Also, we're past the point, sit, yes, of needing to be all the way down here and luring. Okay. It should be more verbal. And if he doesn't do it instantly, like this is how it should be, very instant. He's just being stubborn about like, well, if you allow me to be consumed with everything, which I think you're just like, well, he's a puppy, so he will. But after all his training, he has enough self-control to let go of all of these exciting things and sit instantly. I think just being really strict, like the sit, yes. And if he didn't do it in a couple seconds, then it's just like the quick, like this, back. Try that again. Hey! Okay, now sit. See what I mean about the luring? Try the verbal more. And then when you do it that way, I feel like he just focuses more on you. Good. He was looking at you. Yes, he's checking in.
Mason. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Good boy. Okay. That's a nice hello.
That was much better. No jumping. And use that same philosophy if you guys go somewhere when getting out of the car, too. So sit, wait, up.
Mason.
And you don't have to wait for him to look at you at this point. I would just say, Mason, sit. Yes, and he'll do it. Okay. Because that last one, you were kind of first like, Mason, Mason, almost giving him too much time. You can measure if he's listening to you faster. If it's just a Mason sit, if he does it in 2 seconds, then try to get the look if he's not doing it. This is what he needs though. So I think you should feel better because he's out of that total like luring phase if he's not focused on you at all. Because look, when I had the leash, he's like, oh, yep, I got to do it instantly. Because he knows we worked on that a lot the last week. Nope, this is the only way. I'm not going to send lure you because we did that for 3 weeks straight. Sure. So now it's like, you know where you're supposed to be. It's just, he's a dog with his personality. That's just the most exciting thing in the world is when he sees people and other dogs. So he just needs the motivation to do it faster. And this is completely okay to do, to not be luring him anymore. So if he does look and is still staring up at you, wait to see if that stare either turns into a sit or if the stare turns into a look away, then go back. So that's when you can give him a little longer because he acknowledged you.
Mason, sit.
Nope. He knows.
So I just basically want to keep backing up.
Yeah. I mean, to put it into perspective, this is what a puppy this age does all the time typically, is when he just sat and looked at you. That's what they do almost all the time during honeymoon phase. But I think he's so smart that he's already trying to test you and ignore you. Like most puppies are distracted by something, but then they hear their owner, they're like, oh, okay, up here. Like they follow that direction. And he is just, you say his name and it's just like nothing. You know it, that's actual stubbornness, 100%, if you're saying his name. So you just have to show him stubbornness gets him to go backwards. And where most people get frustrated with training like this is where I like love it. I'm like, this can be your walk, because I know if you let a dog go past that point that he's being stubborn, you have no shot anywhere else. So I'm like, let's break this down right here. I think obviously because I see the results from it is why I'm so motivated to work through it here. And when you're in this kind of situation, yes, Mason, it seems like there's no ending to it, but he will do it. You just have to do this forward and back and let him know the only option is listening. That's the only way you can move forward, and he'll be 100% okay.
So if we kind of like repeat this a million times, this will still help like for longer walks?
100%. It's just like, think about it. If you skip this, you're just not, you don't have him 100%. Instead of you're building out 100% focus, 100% the entire way, as opposed to here, like 70%. And then down your walk, that 70%, the more exciting things he sees, the more new environments he sees, that 70% decreases constantly throughout the walk.
Okay.
Or you just think of it, there's like going to be gaps in it where you like don't have all of his focus, and it just fundamentally building up a dog who's going to listen to you all the time. You need it right out of here to really, really have a chance to have him listen in any kind of setting.
If I don't have another person to like simulate a distraction, is there something else that I can use?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you can do this same thing just walking out the driveway. Because I think just the environment in general, you should practice that first.
Okay.
Once he's perfect at it, then walk down here, put like some treats down here, act like that's the exciting person, and do the same exact thing. This will go so far with breaking that bit of stubbornness. This is what you should for sure be doing. And it will apply in all other areas. Like you'll see just immense improvement.
You want to try again? Okay, good boy. Mason, sit.
See how he still knows it, like without you saying it again? He 100%.
Mason, sit. Running out of places to
I know. That's okay. You just kind of see where his focus is, what he wants, and when he's not listening, he's taken away from that. So you're doing good.
So I'm not going to stop until you actually sit.
Mm-hmm. And if he keeps rewarding himself with distracting himself, you can go all the way back in if you need to. And here's when it's been a little bit, and you can totally do this. Just don't jump to it every single time, like being in his face. So if he's looking up at you, yeah, you can totally do that. But even that, do you see him just testing? Like he knows. Wobble.
Yes, good boy.
Good. Now what might help is just taking a couple steps and getting him to sit again.
Mason, sit. Mason. Did that count?
If he looks at you.
Mason. Yeah, he's being very stubborn.
Yeah. But I did see him do this, and we had to do exactly this.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's good that he's being, I mean, he might be thirsty, do you think?
It's definitely possible.
I think I
haven't really
can-
drank in a while.
I have water. Do you want to give him one and then come back out?
Sure.
Okay. I just think this is really good for him for breaking the stubbornness once he can work through it.
Mason, sit.
Yes.
Okay. Mason, sit.
Yes.
Okay. Mason, sit.
Yay! Now tell him,
Boy.
go say hi.
Go say hi.
Yes.
Good boy.
Much better.